Ever since 1929, we've been in our location up there on the edge of Germantown, and as it's turned out, as the city has developed, we're extremely close to a really large concentration of Spanish-speaking people, and they've been on LaSalle's mind for many, many years. Our university really is inspired by traditions of a religious order that is worldwide and is characterized really in its provision of education at all levels by an effort to reach out to people on the margins. The university's population is about 6,400 to 6,500, and about half of that, about 3,200 to 3,300, is regular age undergrad, 2/3 graduate students, and then the remainder are older adults seeking undergraduate degrees. The staff is about 3 to 4% overall Hispanic, 8.9% about in the undergrad population, that's the half of that 6,500, and in the evening undergraduate program, 20.9%. That's where the BUSCA students are counted. The BUSCA program, which Sister Suzanne leads, been in existence for 20 years. And we also had started a Master's in Bilingual and Bicultural Studies 30 years ago. And the primary target was outreach into the Hispanic community and also to empower people who are not Hispanics who want to serve them in their professional lives.
BUSCA stands for Bilingual Undergraduate Studies for Collegiate Advancement. They started around a small table, smaller than this one I suspect, with 6 students, and this last fall we had almost 200 students in BUSCA. A person who is Spanish dominant has the opportunity to raise their level of English to a more professional academic level at the same time as earning university credits. And that seems to be unique. BUSCA is 5 semesters. It's an associate in arts degree, and they get 60 credits.
We're not just serving Hispanic students, we're trying to empower a lot of people to serve the Hispanic community.
We stress with them very much the advantage of being bilingual. If our students are eligible for both of the grants, both the federal grant and the state grant, the university makes up the other 10%, the gap filler, and so we are able to advertise that you can study in BUSCA for free.
In addition to the support that Suzanne mentioned, we have an employee who is fully bilingual and is able to deal with organizations that are particularly interested in funding Hispanic students.
Do you enroll undocumented students in BUSCA?
Yes. Yes, you are welcome to come to LaSalle, but if you're not eligible for the financial aid, do you have possibilities? We've had someone who was sponsored. We have someone who has sponsored BUSCA who has committed to us next year. I would be willing to sponsor a student. We have our own little scholarship fund. As I said, we say we can pay half of the tuition. Every couple of days and every week we have requests, do you do ESL? We don't say that we do ESL as such. We're looking to develop partnerships.
It's a misconception to think that learning English is enough to achieve in college. You have to learn academic English. So you can have an individual that comes in perfectly capable of functioning in the daily activities, okay, but that can't write a paragraph.
I think it's a common misconception. Many people in the university still say to me, oh, well, your classes are in Spanish, but they're not. They're in English. And I had a graduating student last year say to me, when I came to BUSCA, I couldn't even write a paragraph, and now I'm writing research papers. BUSCA is a community. It's not just going for an isolated series of courses, but it really is a community experience for them. It's very supportive.